Hi there, welcome to Futurelooks. I'm Eric. Cooler Master is no stranger to full tower cases, especially gaming cases. We've seen a few of their CMStorm series, previous generations, some of the Scout, the Sniper. Today we're going to take a look at their full tower CMStormTROOPER premium gaming computer case. It's got some features to it that we think you'll really enjoy, some that are new we haven't seen before, plenty of configurations that can be done to it, and well, it's left up to your imagination, so we're going to give you the look at it right now. Alright, I'll try and stay out of the way here. So give you a 360-degree turn of this case. There's your front bezel. You'll see mesh lining here, and of course there are some filters built into these. Easy to remove 5 1/4 bays caps here. Basically you can see how it's all meshed together. That keeps all your dust out from the front. There's your right side, depending on how your orientation is of the case. We've got plenty of venting here. Again, there's some extra double lining here for keeping the dust out. A couple extra vents there. We've got a rear cooling fan here as well. This 120 fan is set to expel air out. Here your left side, another set of vents here. This has helped the 5 1/4 bays drives you might put in there, maybe your hard drives, whichever you're going to, however you're going to configure that, which we'll show you here shortly. And again, extra venting. And the top here, you can see we've seen that something like this before from Silverstone. The top is raised up, extra venting here, and of course removable fan filters up top. Grommets in the back for your water cooling, and then of course back to the front. On top there is a handle for picking this case up. It can take up to 95 pounds. That's a lot of weight for a computer case, but full tower cases, when you're adding water cooling and plenty of video cards, large video cards with water cooling, you can get up to 80 pounds pretty quick. What's behind here is a tool tray that pulls out. We've seen something similar again on the market, but this one's different. This is where you're going to find, when you get your case, it's going to have all your extra screws, zip ties, the extensions for your 8-pin auxiliary cable from your power supply, which sometimes has problems reaching. That's very cool, little extra rails here for your drive bays. And of course this goes where, as long as you keep this installed, this can pretty much go anywhere, wherever you want it to go. You'll notice that the top half slots, the first 3 slots are open. That's for your 5 1/4 ROM drives. I don't think many people need more than 3. Maybe one for burning, one that's a Blu-ray, and an extra spot for ventilation, but you still have that. You'll notice here that behind these are hard drive cages of sorts. Now the cool things about these is you remove the thumb screw from here, and you can pull these cages out, reconfigure this to add more 5 1/4 if you needed some kind of expansion like that. Maybe for people with water cooling, you want to put your reservoir in here. You can pull this cage out, reorient it, remount it from the front. That's a very, very cool feature. All right, now what you can't quite see on one of the features here is an external docking station. I have here a Kingston 64 gig SSD now, V Plus series. This is 80 to 110 bucks. And the reason why I chose this one is this might be an average size that somebody's going to use for backup, quick downloading and uploading files, maybe at your nearest LAN party. But essentially it plugs straight in. You can also fit a small notebook drive in here, which is kind of common also. The front is rubber lined. There is a very thin coat rubber line all around most of the chassis except for the side panels, and that gives it kind of this really smooth, high quality look. It's all across the top as well. It blends in very well with the case colors. You can see your extra USB ports here, your front panel. You've got your mic and of course your headset jack, eSATA for external SATA storage. The blue are your USB 3.0, easy to figure out. And of course your black are your standard USB 2.0. Now the functions for controlling fans, speed, and the light and whatnot, that's your little area right here. This is your power button, which has a CMStorm logo that lights up red, which you'll get see a couple photos of. You can control the fan lighting here with a single easy button. And of course, fan speeds are important. Some people need the extra full power. Of course, you might hear a little noise. Well, that's how you control right here. You've got your to slow it down or to speed it up. And then finally, reset button. When you do accidentally overheat your system, fortunately this is recessed quite a bit, so it's not going to be real easy to hit. We like that feature because it's too easy these days to accidentally reset a case. Moving to the side panel, get a view of the venting, how it's set up. You can add 120mm fans here if you feel so inclined. Maybe you live in a hot climate and need that extra cooling. Otherwise, it comes with what you see here, some extra drive bay fans. These are 120s. These are pretty quiet as far as case fans go. If you want to swap out your bay directions, the way it's facing, there's two thumb screws on the inside, one on this side, one on this side that removes. Your bay comes out. Make sure your fan wires are disconnected so they easily pull out. And there's your modular style 5 1/4 bay. There's adapters so that you can mount hard drives in here, lots of hard drives. You can put plenty of them, up to about 14 or so. Then there are a couple more thumb screws on the insides here that remove. The wall plate comes off. These mount into place, basically direction to fit with the rubber grommets. So again, very clever way of utilizing how these drive bays mount in here. There's no trying to figure out where the screw holes are. The rubber grommets fit into place very easily. You remount your thumb screws into the front of the chassis as you see fit, and of course slide your drive bay back in. Very unique, very cool feature for this case. Getting to the inside of the case, 4 screws from the bottom will remove this little cage. That's meant for your SSD. So again, taking my Kingston here, that fits easily into place. You can mount 4 of them inside as it stands, so you don't even have to configure your 5 1/4. You're good to go. Instead, you can use that for removing and placing around some water cooling or whatnot, some of your components. The inside of the chassis has a large cutout on the motherboard tray. This motherboard tray supports up to extended length ATX. Our Gigabyte Assassin boards are quite a bit longer. There have been some out there, a few, so it's nice to see this extra space here for those higher premium boards. All right, that's our up-close personal preview of the CMStormTROOPER full tower computer chassis from Cooler Master. It's a premium gaming case. Offers that extra clean rubber shell. Very unique. We think this is going to be really popular. If you're looking for one of these, you're going to find them online at usual retailers for about $189 US. Thereabouts the same for Canadian. Just depends on exchange rates. Based on that value, I think this is going to be a very popular case. So we look forward to seeing this one in action in our labs and of course at some of the next events. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.